We're just here in Tribuna or Tribuna, I'm not really sure. But we're just stopping at the pub car park just behind us there on the corner, which is ideal. And yeah, off to Maria Island tomorrow. Then Tammy will go the next day on Lulu duties, obviously. So yeah, we'll see what it's like. But just come, obviously, the night before just to get ready and get here and get comfy. Right, good information board here, which is pretty handy. So this is where we're going to get off the ferry, just on this jetty here. And then there's the old cement works there. Some fella back in God knows what day is trying to start cement works here in the 1800s. And some old convict stuff as well. So real convict history in Maria as well. But anyway, going to get off the ferry here. The plan is to go pedalling up around this bit, see the fossil cliffs, go down, see the painted cliffs, which are down there. And then move over to a bigger version. My aim is to get all the way down to Roby's farm. So I'm going to try and go down and across this bit here on the bike. It's about 20k, they reckon, that way. So, but I don't know how hilly it is. I have no idea what the terrain's like. So I'll give it a crack and we'll see what it's like. Oh, and definitely the plan is to see wombats. There's loads of wombats on Maria Island. There are Tassie devils as well. Apparently it's one of the best places to see Tassie devils, but that's probably at night time, so I won't be there overnight. So definitely see a load of wombats though, and kangaroos and stuff like that. So it should be a good day. Got a big wash station. You've got to clean all your gear before you go over. Biosecurity stuff. Stop the spread of weeds and stuff like that. So got to give the bike a bit of a scrub down before I go over. And the boots and stuff like that. So like I said, we're staying in that pub there, the Spring Bay Hotel, just in that back car park. And there's another option straight over the road. There's another big field here you can stay at. This one's $10 a night, I think. And the pub's a donation. That's a good good view of what we're going to go to tomorrow, though. That was that bit I just showed you, where it just goes really narrow. So that'll be great. Just next door to the pub, there's got the old barracks here from 1843, it says there. Obviously been converted into a property now, but what a really nice place. I love that. I love the driveway and these bricks. Really nice. Reminds me of the old Cotswold Stone back in the UK where we used to live. This is the donation camp here behind the pub. So that's us just set up in the middle. So it's pretty good size. It's quite handy as well because literally straight over the road is there's a toilet block over there. So that's good. And then in town there's showers, $4 showers, laundrette, everything else you need. I'm just picking up a fish and chip dinner from the fish van. Here's dinner.
Yum, fish and chips.
Looks great.
Blue grenadier. That was only $16.50. And
Sam's overdone it with a ketchup. Well, there we go.
and then yeah, we're just sharing one. That's massive.
It is
and
big.
then I've got a potato cake, a calamari ring, and a salt and pepper squid. So
Awesome.
tasty.
It's good. Here's the ferry coming in. This is what I'll be catching tomorrow. 2-course dinner.
Fish and chips was amazing, really yummy and tasty. And now we've got dessert. Yum! So we've got boysenberry and Old English toffee.
Old English toffee, eh? I haven't heard of that for ages.
No, it tastes really good too.
My weather upstairs, it's not raining at all. And it's proper closed in. I got my bike out ready. Put it under the awning so it'll be alright. It's just soaked. It's just coming in sideways. It's proper wet. It's forecast the same tomorrow, but I don't know if that means it's going to rain or not because it's not meant to be raining now. Hope I get a good day. Right, I've checked in, got my boat ticket, so I'm ready for the off. It's cleared up now this morning. So it's not too bad. There's a lot of low level clouds, so hopefully that'll clear this afternoon, but we'll see how it goes. I've just been told that I wanted to get to the bottom of the sort of second island down, but apparently it's like 4k of full-on sand you've got to ride across, which they don't advise, so I'll gauge that when I get there. We'll see what it's like. I think most people rent bikes over there because here's my bike all on its lonesome on the ferry. Here we are on the island, the old cement works. convict huts. Let's go out and explore. Alright, just heading off on the bike. I'm going to go south first, with the theory being that everyone that's got off the boat will probably go and do all the north stuff because it's easy to walk it. So I'll come back to that later when maybe there's not that many people around. So I also want to get south and get it ticked off, and don't want to leave that till the end in case I have any mechanicals or anything down there. So we'll see how this goes. Some crazy big trees, they're great. They look pretty good. This is the settlement of Darlington. Some big old geese there as well. Look at them, they're massive. I don't think you ever need to mow the lawns here. Between the geese and the wombats and the kangaroos, I think they've got it covered. But there's quite a lot of buildings up here. Looks like the bike hire place, you can go and get them. A few more historical buildings. Not really nice. This is the old map. So you can see there's loads of walks to do on here. Absolutely tons of them. So yeah, pretty good. Bit of a climb to get out of Darlington, but it's a great surface. Really nice. Just coming around to the first bay. This looks really nice, even on this really dull day. It's really nice coloured water. And they're the painted cliffs over there going to. Just at the painted cliffs. And I've just brought a little bike lock. So the plan is, they've got these nice bike stations really. So I've just locked the bike up so nobody can really pedal it with the lock on, but I'm not too concerned. Like, they can't really go that far. There's only one way off the island, and that's on the ferry, so I guess you'd soon know who'd stolen it, but I'm sure that's not going to happen. But I'll lock it up anyway just to make sure nobody messes them out. So let's see what these painted cliffs are like. Really nice white sand beach. That's real good. Looks like really nice water as well. But these are the painted cliffs. Pretty specky. Look pretty cool. You got to get to these at low tide, and we're fairly close to low tide now. It's in about another hour, but you can see them really well. So that's great. Layers upon layers. Amazing that. Really good colours, even in this bad light. It's great colours. Next spot heading south is 4 Mile Beach. So again, a nice little bay. Some beautiful white sand. Good little spot again. Already having to shed the jacket. I didn't know what to wear over here because you just don't know what the weather's going to do. But so I definitely wanted to bring a big warm jacket, but yeah, take that off for now. There's just no wind at all today, which makes a big difference. Like, it's not even a breeze, so yeah, it's pretty good. So I'll get this jacket off and keep rolling. Just cycled down now to a place called Return Point, but it is quite sandy in places. Definitely, there's quite a bit of sand. I've just come off the track to a place called Return Point, and it's obviously just a little out and back, but just out to this headland. Good little spot. That's mainland Tassie, obviously over there. I haven't seen much wildlife yet. I've seen a few kangaroos, but none of the wombats that are all over the island. So maybe they're at the north bit. I'm sure I'll see them later. Do you get a good view from here though of the what I call the southern island, but it's not. It's one big mainland stretch. But there's definitely a big hill down there. Definitely a lumpier bit. Got down now to Frenchie's Farm, which is just this escarpment area here. There's a little building there, and then there's this one, an old shack. Someone's pitched their tent up in here, which is a good idea. Stay out of yesterday's rain. So yeah, it's pretty good. I won't be too confident on it not collapsing. But that's it there. French's wool shed, circa 1930. Just spotted my first wombat, so I'm going to leave the bike there so I don't scare it too much. Wander down and see how close you can get. Obviously you can't go within 2 meters, but just see if he runs away is what I mean. We'll see if he's super friendly. He's just chomping away at the moment on the grass. I'll get some video now just in case he legs it. There he is. I'll get a little bit closer. Just zoomed in. I'm a pretty good distance away. But they're cute as. Look at them. They look great. They seem a lot browner than the ones we saw at Wilson's Prom. We saw them there in the camp and they were, I remember them being a lot darker, but maybe I didn't. There he is. Chomping away. Not bothered by me whatsoever. Not interested. Look at them claws on the front. Massive big feet. Keeps this place pretty well mowed, I reckon. Him and his friends. There is so many poo droppings. It's unbelievable. So at night time this must just come alive, I reckon, this bit. There must be so many animals. But just this solitary fella here this morning. So we'll leave him to his munching. This is the other building, the big white house. So I'll have a look inside here. I assume you can stay in here as well. Big old fireplace. Don't think much to the beds. Two-sided fireplace, that's good. That's a good little spot. Get you out of the weather. Even got photos on the mantelpiece. Don't know what date they're from. That's pretty good to see. Alright, I'll keep moving. My original plan was to go right down to Roby's farm, but it seems interesting that they've got rid of the cycle bit on there, so I don't know if you can get down there. The lady on the mainland as well said there's like 4k of sand, so she doesn't advise cycling along the little thin bit that connects the two bits of mainland. And so yeah, I'll go down, see what it's like, and decide from there. Yeah, the sign here says sandy track ahead, so we'll see. I consider myself an experienced bike rider, so according to that sign I might be all right. Nice little stream there going through. Yeah, let's see what this is like. Could be interesting. Oh, I just had a well dodgy mechanical. I got a big stick stuck in my rear mech. I pulled it out now, but it pulled all my rear mech the wrong way round. I thought for a minute I was completely stuffed then at the furthest point away. Typical. It's just too difficult on this sand. It's so deep, it's terrible. So I'm just going to bail on this bit and head back. It's just too dodgy down here. And it's really hard to pedal through this sand. I've been stopped still about 4 or 5 times now. So I think the southern bit is going to have to wait for maybe a hiking day someday. And I'm going to head back into the main bit and explore that a bit more. Annoyingly, I can't get first gear anymore. As soon as I go into first gear, throws the bloody rear derailleur into the spokes and chucks the chain off the top. Bit of a nightmare, so there we go. But I just walked through to this little beach here just to show you this beautiful section. This is it. So this is that long stretch of narrow bit connecting the 2 big hilly sections. And I was trying to get right through to that middle bit there, but wasn't to be. And the original plan was to cycle right down through all that. Probably a good idea not to though. But yeah, nice spot, so peaceful and quiet. Let's come across now to Encampment Cove. And then you can carry on and go to the convict cells. So I'm going to go and see what they're all about. Still just on the way to the convict cells, and it's completely opened up now into all this sort of grassland. I think I'm heading down there. There's the old convict cells, dating back to 1846, which is incredible. But they're pretty small. My God, that'll be a nasty place to be. Here's one of the cells, still intact. Jeez, that is tiny. That is proper tiny. Pretty good view, but oh, wouldn't like to be living in that. With a little wombat. More wombats. Big kangaroos hopping about as well. I'm heading back to Darlington now, north, on the inland track, and it's very different. I'll just stop and show you, like, it's a lot rougher track in places, and it's a bit sandy in places as well. It's definitely not the smooth gravel of the coastal path, so just take that into account if you want to do the inland track back to Darlington. It's the same sort of distance, it's about the same. It's a little bit more lumpy, definitely a few little climbs in it. I'm struggling because I haven't got my first 2 gears, which is just annoying. It'd be pretty comfy with them, but yeah, it's definitely a bit more wildernessy than the coastal track, so it's worth a look. Yeah, the inland track is a lot harder. It's really steep in places. I'm having to walk now because I just haven't got my gears, which is annoying. But it is pretty steep anyway, even if I had the gears. But yeah, it's a lot tougher as the inland track, without a doubt. There's a turn off there for Mount Moriah to hike, a 4-hour return. And then, so I think I'm pretty close to getting back to the coastal track, and hopefully a lot of downhill down here. Definitely a nice picturesque bit with a little stream going through. That's real nice. The northern end of this track now is just full on rocky, which is horrible on a rigid gravel bike. Bounced all over the place. Every terrain known to man on this inland track, literally everything. It's a bit wild. Thank God that inland track's over with. That was no fun. It was horrific. But I'll come back down to the Painted Cliffs because it's real low tide now, so you should get a better view of them. Just at the point here, you can't go past this point. But that's magic. That's really impressive. It's crazy good, this. It's mad. Just layers upon layers, incredible colours. And look at that section, it is brilliant. I love that. That's just incredible stuff. There's a nice beach there just to walk along, and then Darlington's literally just over that headland there. The clouds have finally given way a bit and some blue sky poking through, which just brings the place to life a bit more. Incredible. It's really good. This looks like a good spot to have a lunch. So I'm just gonna have some food here, recharge a bit before I go off and do the north section. Just set it off now north of Darlington, and straight away there's more wombats. I knew there'd be more up this way, but again, They're not bothered by you whatsoever. Too busy eating. But they look so cool, I love them. They look so cuddly. I'm not going to attempt to cuddle one, obviously, but they look pretty cool. This is the workers' cottage, part of the cement works from like the 1800s. So engineer's house, 1888. Chimney stacks are still there. There's a property just up in that bit there. Look at that, great old cottage. That's brilliant. Really nice. Turned out really nice today now. Yeah, this is it. A workman's cottage, 1890. See the old photo of it there. And then the old toilet block out the back. Just out the back here. Let's go up. Yeah, got a nice big door on it. That's brilliant. Very small toilet. That's good. See if I can get in the house. Yeah, you can come in. Ooh, needs some repairs. Nice big chimney. Oh, I think there's some stairs down to the living room. Nice little spot. And getting a nice big chimney, fireplace. Another little room. That's great, amazing. And then looking out, a really good view. Got to a bit here, so Bishop and Clerk walking track again, up to the top of the mountains, which would be pretty cool to do. All the way up there. See the track going up the side there. All straight ahead here, out to sea. Whoa, long way down. Little cove down there. Move on to this top bit. Oh, it's pretty impressive. Oh, that's great. There's a great picnic spot there on the edge. That's some cool coastline, that. That's great. And then the mainland in the distance. Check out this. This is insane. Oh my god, that is good. Better just stop before the end. My god, that's pretty special. Look at that cliff edge. That is insane, that. I'm right on the edge here. Don't want to go much further. It's a long way down. Look at all the beautiful colours down there though. And this cliff face just goes all the way along. That is pretty specky. And then people are just hiking up that way. Nice descent here, down to the fossil cliffs just in the bottom there. Even got an airstrip on the island, just there. Like planes, obviously. These geese are huge. Like, they're proper big. Got to be a couple of foot tall. They're proper big ones. Something else to help mow the lawns. There's some more monster geese. There's an area sectioned off here, fenced off. It's a little graveyard. So yeah, didn't expect to see that here. So I'm back towards Darlington now, and you can see some of the history here. There was somebody came over from Europe in like the 1800s and decided to build a cement works here. So he had permission to clear all this section you see cleared here, of all the trees and set up his business doing cement works, but it didn't work out for him in the end. And then in I think 1970, I think they said, he got turned into a national park. It's been like that ever since, but they've obviously left the big cement towers. But a weird thing to see on such a stunning island, such a place of natural beauty, and you've got these massive concrete towers, which is just mad. But there we go, that's the history for you. There's another view of the cement works there, the old buildings. And then this old building is the tourist info, which I never realised. So I'll have a quick look in there now. Some more good wildlife. I think this is a paddy melon, but I'm not 100%. But it's pretty cool just to see it hopping about. This was a nice bird. I'm not sure what he is. He had these really distinctive sort of yellow flappy bits around the neck. But yeah, pretty good to see. Last bit now is just doing the reservoir circuit, just a 4K loop. So then that'll be pretty much all the tracks done. This is it going up through here, these big tall trees. Nice trail. Last thing to see is a snake. Just missed this one. Slithering across the track. Surprised I haven't seen more, to be honest. Just a short climb up from Darlington and you get to the reservoir, which is a pretty nice spot. This is it. Only a small one, but it's pretty. Yeah, pretty good. Beautiful day now. God, it's so nice. That's pretty much it now for the riding part of it. I'm just going to have a look around the houses now and in Darlington itself. But pretty good day. A lot harder riding than I was expecting over here, to be honest. I didn't think it would be as tough. Been about 44k to do all the trails that I've done, which is most of the trails in that top island. I just couldn't get through to that second island. It's just not worth it. It's just way too much hassle through there. But yeah, 44k in the top if you do all the trails. Just short of 650 metres of elevation, so a fair bit of climbing. If I was to do it again, or advise Tammy tomorrow, I wouldn't go and do that inland track. It is good, like it's worth doing if you're a confident rider and you've got some fitness, but it's definitely harder, a lot harder than the coastal track. But yeah, so I'll definitely be advising Tammy not to bother with that, and just don't go further than Frenchie's hut on that sand. It's again just no fun. So yeah, there's plenty to do though. Ride time has been, let me just have a quick look. So I've been on the island 4.5 hours. Ride time's been 2:47. So obviously an hour and a quarter just taking photos, seeing the cliffs and having lunch and stuff like that. So yeah, that's been good. But I'm going to hang about now. There's a ferry just going now, but I don't want to rush off. I'm going to look around, as I said, around the settlement here and then chill out for a bit and get the 4:15 ferry. So yeah, it's been a good full day. Well worth seeing. Some mad stories in history. Just looking around the buildings now, and there's this one of Smith O'Brien, birthplace in that castle there, and then he got sentenced to be hung, drawn and quartered, but he got transported here instead. And there's a big storyboard about him in here, in this one of these buildings. Crazy, isn't it, what things happened. These are all the buildings that make up Darlington. I think that was the old penitentiary, that big building there. And different ones all the way around. So yeah, the old penitentiary is now the accommodation. They've got dorm bunks and everything in there. They've got a big mess hall in here where you can have your food and stuff. The old coffee place, this is called. You have to take your shoes off to come in here. Looks good, kept really well. Imagine what it was like back then. Pretty cool building. Dining room. That's brilliant.
Well, hello there. Come in, come in. Mary's the name. Mary Board. I used to run this boarding house in the old days.
Great audio.
Used to be a dining room. Oh, and church services were held here too. Yes, I ran it for nearly 30 years. Pretty quiet years they were, mind you.
It's possibly the cutest thing I've ever seen. Little baby wombat. Look at that. What a beauty. Little baby's right behind her.
She wants that good grass.
So cute.
I just thought I'd better stay still and let them go past. But I really didn't think they'd try my shoelaces.
So cute, unbelievably cute. The best thing ever.
Thinking that they were but they just came.
Can't get enough footage of this little one. So adorable. There's Big Mom. She's pretty cute as well, to be fair. That little one's great the way it runs about. There was a male wandered over before and she proper got angry. Scared him off. I've positioned myself behind these bike racks to try and keep my distance, and in the hope that they wouldn't get too close to me either, but the little baby started to walk right through the middle of the bike rack. Got himself a bit stuck. Too busy eating. Then I had this close encounter with a paddy melon. I was stood still and the thing just kept coming closer and closer to me. He was quite intrigued, I think. But a pretty cute thing. Tiny little arms on the front. Really black feet. Well, not black, dark feet, let's say that. Coming in a bit close, I might have to move back. She likes the camera. Little babies galore here. I'm not sure what these birds are. Oh, there's a tiny little baby one. It's definitely spring. That's minute. That's it for my day on Maria Island. I'm just about to get the ferry back now. So yeah, been a great day, really good. The weather's absolutely been spot on, so it's been brilliant. Nice and cloudy this morning for the riding, and then just come out gorgeous, so really good. So yeah, really nice day, so definitely recommend getting over here. So until next time, I'll see ya.